Hello and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Addie and today we are back with another building video. So today is gonna be, I'm kind of excited for it. You guys might think it's boring as fuck, but I am going to try to rebuild a house from The Sims 3 and The Sims 4, but I don't actually have this house. So we're doing it all from memory. But basically, this is the first house that I ever built in The Sims 3. It was my first ever house, like my first ever Sims lived here. It was kind of, well, actually, the house that I'm thinking of building was like halfway through the first generation. And it's kind of ugly, to be completely honest with you. So don't think that it's like gonna be cute, because it's not. Okay, so there was a, hold on, this is too long. I think the scaling is slightly off from The Sims 3 anyway. So we're just gonna go for it. I'm pretty sure there was a bathroom right here. Okay, now I'm gonna have to pull up, hold on. Now I've got to pull up the reference for this house. Okay. Okay, and I'm not finding it. So, I'll just put a picture of the house on the screen. So anyway, I'm pretty sure there was a bathroom over here. Either that, actually, scratch that. I'm pretty sure, okay, this needs to be one wider. And I'm pretty sure it was like this when you started. So you would come in and there would be like a kitchen, and then there would be like 2 bedrooms and a little bathroom. And this was like the whole house. That's not what mine looked like. I am 95% sure that mine had like a little bathroom over here, and then I still feel like it's too long. I don't have The Sims 3 on this computer. I feel like she would not run on my computer, so I can't have both of them. And then I think, now I'm like, I'm gonna try to do the outside before we do the inside. Okay, so there was like a big box, because that's always what you start with. And then I'm pretty sure there was a nursery off the side with a bathroom. And no one's allowed to make fun of me for this, okay? Because I was like 10 when I built this, so no one's allowed to be mean. And I'm thinking that there was, well, I know for a fact that there was this massive long hallway for no goddamn reason, right there. And then I'm pretty sure well, I know that there was I had 5 kids in this house, and I was determined for every single one of them to have a bedroom. So I'm pretty sure what ended up happening was, and this seems about right. This seems about accurate to me. And then there was another bathroom or another bedroom over here. And then it was like, I don't know, it was like a big long box. And then up here, there was like a little art studio for my favorite son. He was my oldest, and he was my favorite. I'm pretty sure it was right there. Yeah. And then we had like, they honestly kind of looked like these, and we used these in the hallway. Oh, this is too long, too wide. Hold on. I am pretty sure. Yeah. Nope, that's not what we wanted. Yeah, but it was like a 2 wide hallway like this, and there was like 4 bedrooms, maybe 5 bedrooms, but that was probably what this was. And then there was like a nursery over here, and then we had the primary bedroom in the back with an office right here. I think this was the So we had like a primary bedroom with a bathroom off of it. We had a nursery because we had to have a nursery. And then we had like the living space. And then we had a bedroom right here. And then four more because these were the five kids. We still had the nursery. I don't know why we still had the nursery when we didn't have kids, but like babies, but we did. And then there was a bathroom somewhere, and I don't remember where it was. I think it may have been. I probably put one here. Either that. I wish I still had this house, but I don't. She got deleted. The Sims 3 had problems, but I think this was the house. This was the house. And you're probably looking at it like, what in the name of fuck? But this was how I built when I was 10 because I was 10. And I needed space for all of my children, and so I did. I had space for all of my children. So our main goal today is to renovate this. To be redeemable. I feel like Garden Essence is a good name for this. I had a set of twins that I remember. I'm thinking we'll probably do like teen neighborhood, child's play, good schools, you know, the vibes. And then as a child, I would have loved the simple living lot trait. So we'll have that. And I think that is the setup for this whole build. And so anyway, let's get started. First, we're not going to roof it. Yeah. So we're first things, we're gonna make the walls a little bit taller because she deserves at least that much. And then I'm pretty sure at some point I got like a small porch. So we'll add that in here and we'll give her a foundation. In The Sims 3, you couldn't build and then add a foundation. It was sort of like building a platform and then you had to build walls on top of the platform. So, but it was like a foundation, like it was a separate thing. So you know how you can like paint it here, which I think I will go with this one. In The Sims 3 are like wow, there are a lot of rooms in this build. Okay. In The Sims 3, you would pick the foundation that you wanted. It kind of looked like this, honestly. But you would like pick the foundation that you wanted, and then instead of painting it, you would draw it how you would like a room in The Sims 4. So you would draw it like that. But it would be like a foundation instead of a room. In The Sims 4, you can click and drag the room however much you want. But that was not the reality in The Sims 3. So I would have loved, when I first started playing The Sims 4, I was obsessed with this little like bump in, if you will. And I think I was like 15 when I started playing The Sims. So we're gonna honor her. We're gonna honor her, and we'll do a bump in instead of a bump out. Second, what the fuck is going on with the side here? And this side, but we'll get to that side in a minute. So I think okay. I think we're gonna get rid of that bathroom. And I think we're gonna make this a little bit smaller. Either a little bit smaller or a little bit wider. Both might be good though. We can have like the kitchen or something in there and then like a bathroom. I don't know. We'll have like a bathroom, the kitchen can go there, you know, the vibes. And then we'll open that whole space up because she deserves it. Okay. So I feel like this side looks a little bit better. We did not have a backyard, and this was very much how it was centered on the lot. I specifically chose this one because I am pretty sure actually that that it would have been like this on the lot, so we'll move it. We'll pretend it's The Sims 3 and we can't move this original structure. Well, I suppose we could, but yeah. Okay. Second, I'm kind of feeling like a younger me would have loved to have like this covered porch section. She would have loved that. So we'll give her that much. And then I'm thinking she would have died for like a front chimney stack, kind of like that. So we'll give her that too. I'm not really sure how we're gonna fix the rest of it. But we will include that at some point in this build. And I would like to keep like the vibes of whatever the fuck this is. Just because like to honor myself, to honor my younger self of like, you would have thought this was so cool. I do think, however, we're gonna have to like rip out this entire floor plan. And I know for a fact that I left the door, the wall there, so I might leave that, but we'll have like all of this gone. Just so that we can work with it a little bit better. Because I think we'll add her back, but I think that younger me would have absolutely been enthralled with The Sims 4. Like the ability to like just like this being able to pick up and move the whole lot would have been so cool. Or like the roofing, how you can pick. Because in The Sims 3, basically what you did was you clicked a roof button and you could have like an auto roofing feature, but you would draw it, like the diameters or like the stuff, and you would have like, you would draw out the thing from the corners. So then it would auto place and then you would pick the roof and the color and you could have like all of that. And in The Sims 3, you can, like, if I really wanted to, which I'm not going to do this, but if I really wanted to, I could have a roof like this, But in The Sims 3, that was not a thing that happened. Which was really cool at the time, but it became very annoying because then you would have things and you would have like a hipped roof and it would go across and then you would have it like this and then you would have like, you would want to place a roof here, but then it would like auto place kind of weird and you would have like the whole thing and you wouldn't be able to change it and it would just be stuck looking like this, and like that's ugly. So it became annoying with a lot of glitches, but she tried her best. Okay, second, I want to add something to this, but I really don't know what. So I think we're just going to add that upper bit, and then I think I had it 5. I might put it in the middle. And then we'll put it like that, just because I feel like that makes sense. And then what I might do actually is have like a fake, well, this, like a sneaky upper floor so that it doesn't look weird, but it has a reason for the upstairs to be there, and my younger self, they would have thought this was so cool. Like the fact that like you can do this would have been such a cool thing to be able to do. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we've got that. And I'm not really sure what I want to do with this yet, but we'll figure that out. Right now I think I want to do that. because that would have been something that I would have done. Um, and then we will add it. Oh, I suppose that one can be both. Yeah, I think that is good. We'll put a little roof piece up here. I feel like this is what I wanted the house to look like, and I just didn't know how to do it. If you can hear my cat, I apologize on his behalf. He's screaming because he thinks he's lonely. Um, I suppose he is lonely, but I don't really know why he's lonely. Okay. And now to fix this part, I think we might have to scooch this to be centered like that, rather than like on the wall. Do it more centered with this, and that way it looks a little bit better, and then we can just do like a wall, a half wall kind of vibe. Not that one. We'll do this one. And there was this other house in The Sims 3 that I thought was the coolest house, and it had like these sorts of things on it, so I think I would have wanted this house to have that. And I might actually like bring this thing all the way out. It does look a little bit weird, but I feel like the roof looks weirder when it doesn't line up. So we'll do that, and then might bring that out actually. And I feel like this is definitely giving The Sims 3 kind of vibes. So we are gonna do, I think it's coming together. I feel like it is really good. There was this glass half wall trim. Kind of looked like this, to be honest. But I thought that was the prettiest thing on the planet. So I think we will do that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I feel like we are obligated. And then my house was brick because I thought the green was really ugly. So I think we will paint the whole thing brick. I was gonna do the chimney a different brick, but kind of, yeah. I honestly am loving building this house right now. That's kind of ugly, but is it bad kind of ugly, or is it like Sims 3 kind of ugly? Because that's what we need to figure out. I feel like this roof, I definitely would have used this roof. Maybe it's the brick. Maybe we need a different brick. This is a brick that I would have used in The Sims 3. Okay. She is coming together. Unfortunately, we are trying to emulate The Sims 3, so that might not be like, oh, that's better lighting. That's better lighting. Okay. And then the purpose of these little one inch squares, not quite 1 inch, but kind of feels that way, is to have this sort of like roof piece like that. So it sort of feels like it's sloping in. My grandma, well, I guess she's not my grandma. She functions like a grandma, has something like that on her front, in the front of her house. Okay, and then I feel like we need to have stone or like brick steps. I know it's like a slightly different brick, and my house probably didn't have brick. Actually, if we're trying to like, I probably would have used this in my younger self era. They would have used this. Oh, I was like, why does it look like that? Okay, and then roof trims. I don't think roof trims were a thing in The Sims 3, so if I'm remembering correctly, so I don't really know if there was one in particular that I would have liked better than the others. So we'll just do this one. I feel like this is screaming like The Sims 3, which is good. That's what we want. Oh, we need her over there. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure I got a wood floor. This is honestly really ugly, but I love this. Like, yeah. This is bringing me so much nostalgia right now. Okay, and then I had a favorite front door in The Sims 3, and it looked honestly a lot like this, but it had like stained glass. And that was my favorite front door. So we don't really have anything like that in The Sims 3. So I think I might just use that one. And then let's see. If I could have painted the ceilings, what would I have painted them? I don't know. I feel like concrete is a little bit not right. I think as a child, I loved the concept. Oh, you can't. Okay, hold on. Oh, you can't rotate it. Oh. Well, that's weird. Okay. Yeah. So, I think I would have loved the concept of like wood floors. And I wouldn't have used trim. This is not gonna be the prettiest build. I might build I might like edit this at some point. I might even edit it right after. Even though you'll see it a different video. Okay, 5. No. My houses in The Sims 3 were so like bland. I thought they were gorgeous, but honestly, like um yeah. Think I don't even know how to describe it. It was definitely like luxe. It kind of felt I was definitely living vicariously through The Sims, and I think a lot of people do that. But my style was very fancy. It was like inlaid exterior trim. I would probably just have used the no. I mean maybe. I was very into like the dark colors at the time, so not really sure. You know what? I probably would have used the black, not white. And then this probably would have also been black. I'm like trying to do it like how I would do it now, but not it's not really how I would have done it then. Okay. And I feel like that is honestly like really good for the front. So let's get some trees. And the trees in The Sims 3 were very different than they were in The Sims 4. Like in The Sims 3, you would have like if you hold on. Where was the tree I was using? This one. If I put this tree down and I hold shift, you get the exact same one. But in The Sims 3, there would be slight size differences. So you might get, I mean, you couldn't size stuff up and down in The Sims 3, but you couldn't size stuff up and down when The Sims 4 first came out either. Oh, the back. I forgot about her. Oh, okay. We'll add like a little mm. Okay. We'll work on the back once we finish the rest of it because right now she's looking a little bit, we'll come back out to the outside. I don't really know how I don't think I did a lot of landscaping when I was younger, so we're just gonna, move on to the inside, and then we'll sort of take some creative liberties and do the outside later. I don't know. So we come in. I'm gonna do the floor plan and then I will kind of show you guys around. Okay, so this is the floor plan. Let me get some lights, and as we place them, I'll show you what they are. So this is obviously the entryway. So we might have like a little desk nook over here. This will be a bathroom. We will have probably the kitchen over here, along with a dining room of some kind and a living room. And then over here, I would have probably put the study. So like a computer and bookshelves and stuff. I love that sort of thing. That's another bathroom. If we come through this wall, we've got a long ass hallway because we had to. That's like the charm of the original build, right? We have one bedroom right here, and then we have 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms for the 5 kids. And then we also have a full bathroom right there. So in total, this floor has 3 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms. And then if we come upstairs, we've got sort of like a little loft area. I would probably have made this into like a playroom. We will have the art studio because that was the purpose of the upstairs originally. And then I don't know where the original like primary bedroom was, but it's right here. And then they've got a very, very nice bathroom space. So that is the whole build, and sort of like what I was thinking. So let's go through and actually like furnish it. When I was first playing The Sims 4, I was obsessed with, where is it? This guy. This black tile from, whatchamacallit? City Living. So I think we are obligated to use that in all of the bathrooms and the kitchen. And then in The Sims 3, I'm pretty sure I had wood, but in The Sims 4, I'm pretty sure that I had some sort of carpet in all of the bedrooms. So we're gonna have to go with that. And then that's the study, so we'll have that. Okay, so let's get some wallpaper. And this is sort of how I pick the color scheme. So I'm thinking in this main area, I was obsessed with like deep colors, and I still love deep colors. I am fundamentally like a berries kind of color, kind of person. So I'm thinking we will stick very, very deeply with that vibe. So that's not. So let me go through and put this literally everywhere. And then we've got this like red wallpaper. We will probably not fix, but like make it a little bit nicer. This is definitely gonna feel like a bad Sims build. Like in comparison to what I can build now, we'll have an archway into that and an archway into there. Door. Oh, I would, yeah, I probably, so in my head, these are the twins. And then we've got the oldest, the second oldest, the twins, and the youngest. So I think we'll have that. I want this in all of the main areas. This one's for the older kids, so we might let him decorate that. I talk about him like he's a real person. He's not. He ceased to exist in like 2014 or something, but or I don't know, something like that. Okay. And then I don't know if I would have liked that. I think I would have preferred. We don't really have like deep purples in this game. And I was very much like a plain kind of child. I did not like patterns. I did not like um any sort of anything really. I was very boring as a child. I mean, I was not very boring. I was very interesting as a child, but I was not very interesting to my peers as a child. Um, and lo and behold, it's because I'm autistic. But um, I think he was green. I think he was like this green. Maybe he was maybe he was more of like a teal. Yeah. Um, okay, so that's all the colors. We've got red literally everywhere because I was obsessed with it as a child. Reds, like this color exactly, as a child, I was obsessed with. So we have that, and then upstairs is all laid out. Let's get doors. Let's finish getting doors into everything up here. I wouldn't have put a bathroom. Now I would probably want to put a bathroom, but we're sort of like channeling like 2016 me. 2016, I was not 10, but you know, um, like early 2000s, I guess. So like 2010, 2011, somewhere in there. That's when I was like doing this. Okay. So, oh, I forgot a bathroom door right there. Okay. So, I think my kitchen was open when I was building this originally. Um, like in The Sims 3. I don't know. Okay, let's do windows because we don't have any of those. Windows. What? I would have loved this window, I think. I think I would have thought that this was so pretty. So we'll put that. Although I was obsessed with like dark stuff. I probably mentioned this, but I was obsessed with like black windows. Because everywhere that I lived always had white windows, and I thought those were boring. So I put black windows everywhere, and I still love black windows. I think they're gorgeous. Um, but white is a little bit more, it stands out a little bit more usually. So this we need to make sure that it looks good from the outside. Okay, so that one is 1, 2, and then we can sort of pretend, and we can have like landscaping and stuff right there on either side of the fireplace to sort of hide the fact that it looks bad from the outside. Okay, and then upstairs, we might actually add a bump out right here so that the primary bedroom can have some windows because they deserve it. Okay, well, we'll just pretend that's not happening. Yeah, that's all they're gonna get. Okay. In here, do we have, no. No, those are not the vibes. We could do these. That's kind of cute. I feel like I would have put that. Okay. And I was going through my like, I don't even know what vibe, but it was a vibe, and I'm gonna try to recreate it the best that I can. But I am not sure how well it's going to work out for us. Okay, cool. And then I would have thought, which one would I have thought was the prettiest? I would have liked this one, I think. And I was in the vibes of doing like black. Can't you tell? Um, but yeah, yeah, okay. Let's get some upper cabinets. There's no budget on this build. Additionally, there is no pack limitations on this budget or on this build. Um, I still do that. Okay, and then a thermostat. I don't know if we had a thermostat in The Sims 3. We had a burglar alarm in The Sims 3, which was cool. Okay, so we need, I might do, actually, I might do double sinks, and then we can have the actual, like, stove over here. And if you can hear my dog in the background, she's being very good and she is napping because we just got done with a very long play date over the weekend. So we are napping to catch up on our energy. Okay. I think that is definitely something that I would have built. Oh, and I didn't decorate very much. I put plants, I guess. What's this guy? This one. I would have put him in the corner. And then I would have put this also in the corner, probably on the same counter. And then this guy. These ones. And I just realized that I fucked that up. Okay. So then now this is something that I started doing in The Sims 4, but I really like how this little low-lying fence looks because it's realistic. Like you don't just have like an ending to your floor, like it goes under something. So I'm gonna put that in, not because I would have done it in The Sims 3, but because I do it because I think it looks nice in The Sims 4, and then we'll sort of have like that divider there. This I do not remember very much, so this is all just based on like what I think looks nice. We're gonna scoot the door over. And I'm pretty sure this was a full bath, but we're gonna make it a half bath, so just like a toilet and a sink basically. We should probably have the toilet at the end. Okay. And again, I had a thing where I loved black toilets. I still like black toilets. I think they're pretty. All right, so this is what the bathroom looks like. It's pretty simple in here, just like a plant and stuff. Curtains over the windows, you know, the vibes. So let's move on to, oh, we forgot archways and stuff. Okay, I'm specifically thinking of this one, I think, or maybe this one. Yeah, that one. And then I think I want this one there. I would have died if we had like something like that in The Sims 3. Oh my God. All right. And then in here is the study. So I probably would have had something. I know I said the living room, but we're doing the study first. I probably would have had bookshelves like this. And then on both sides, probably. And then there's that rug from, I think it's this one. Yeah. This one. This would have been so pretty to me as a child. Like, you have no idea. I would have thought this is the prettiest thing on the face of the planet. Okay, and then I probably would have used this one. Or maybe, no. I had a weird sensory thing where I would not use um, anything with like checkers, anything with stripes. This has stripes, but it's more of like a patterned stripe. And stripes are a pattern, I guess, but it was like a very, I don't know, I was a very particular child. Okay, and then I would have loved to use this one in the black swatch, of course. And I was not a huge fan of lamps. I've recently discovered my a joy for lamps. In The Sims, I've always been a lamp person in real life, but in The Sims specifically. I think I'm kind of vibing towards this one from the Book Nook kit. So I think we will do that one this color because we have to. And I loved symmetry. Like now, I probably wouldn't put two, but little me was so obsessed with symmetry. Okay, and then I think we'll put the curtains and leave it like that, I think. Honestly, I probably would put a plant too. There was one that sort of looked in The Sims 3. There was a plant, and it sort of looked like that one from Eco Lifestyle. This guy, but like smaller. And it had a different kind of pot, but you know, we can't be picky. Okay, so I think that is the study done. Let's go to the living room. In the living room, I probably would have done like a TV. I didn't spend a lot, my Sims never spent a lot of time in the living room, so I think honestly, I probably wouldn't have put much effort into it. Um, I myself spend a lot of time in my living room, but I was also like 10, so you can't really like blame me too much. I mean, I feel like there's definitely, where is that fucking one? Here it is. I feel like as a child, you often spend a lot of time not in your living room. And so my Sims sort of emulated that. Let's see. I think that's fine. Um, there was this one rug that I used all of the time. And a lot of, and there's not quite a rug like it in The Sims 4. It's sort of like a combination of this rug, and it was very pretty, from what I remember. Um, I don't really know if I would like it now, but okay, so this is what I have for the living room. It's very something in here. Now I personally would not pick it. I actually kind of like the office, but this room, I don't think I even had a living room in that build, so um we get that. I probably actually should have had like the dining room over here, but like where else am I supposed to put the living room, you know? I did always have a really massive dining table. Um, so I think we'll have an ode to that. Um, and then I did use the same plant in here as I did over here because I had a habit of like only using one plant as a child. So we have that in there, and then kind of feeling, oh, I guess this rug is the closest. It's like a combination of these two rugs. Was the rug that I had in The Sims 3 that I would use all the time. It came in multiple different sizes. They all matched. It was super pretty, or at least it was pretty to me. And my brain is telling me it was pretty, even though I don't actually know. And then I don't really have like the chair. that I would always use. So we might just use this one from Seasons. Does this seriously not have like a matching swatch to the dining table? Oh, never mind. Okay, we'll use that. It only has enough room for the 5 kids and 1 parent, but you know, it's fine. And then I think I always put like something on the table, so we'll do that. I do think I'm going to add some. I would have loved to have had like chandeliers like this. And you're probably thinking, like, why did you do that? That doesn't make sense. But like size down the light because this light is normally like that. But I don't want it shorter. I want it smaller. So that's why we sized it down. Okay. So that should be centered. And then we would probably put a bookshelf right here. Let's see. And I would have it centered like this, for no goddamn reason. And I wish I had like a mod. Okay. I want to know what the scaling for the items are because sometimes you can size it down and it's like reasonable and then you size it up and it's like what in the hell, you know? Or like this rug, same thing. Like what is the scaling that you're using for these objects? Anyway, so we have that kind of a different vibe from the living room, but that's okay. Just don't look at it too hard. And you'll be fine. In here, I would probably have another desk. Well, I would probably have a table, and I would force my Sims children to sit at this table and do their homework. Because that's what I did when I first started playing The Sims 4, was I would have like the children all sit down at the desk or like sit down at the table and like do their homework together. And now I don't care where they do their homework. All right, so this is like the main area. I'm not loving this, but honestly, I probably, actually, hold on. So, in The Sims 3, they had a lot more like instrument options. So I had like every instrument, with the exception of drums, because I felt like drums were too loud, the autism. So, um, so I would put every instrument in the entire game. And I'm not talking like just violins and guitars. I'm talking we had bass, we had a violin, I think we had a guitar, I think we had, let me pull up a list. Hold on. We had a lot of stuff. Yeah, so we had the piano, we had drums, bass, guitar, violin. So we had a lot. And as a child, anytime I didn't know what to put in like a large corner like this, I would always put a piano. And I think I might move this. I know I said that I wouldn't care, but I think I would. And then over here, I probably, I don't know. I don't know what I would put over here. Let's see. What do we have? Probably an easel, honestly. Let's get a better one than that. So we have an easel, and then I would get a rug to fill up the space. Oh, and it would probably be this rug. So I would think this rug is pretty. I still think this rug is pretty, but it's sort of like a different vibe. I feel like every single one of these rugs is like an entirely different vibe. I might put, just for the sake of like taking up space, I might put a card table. Because I was very aware of taking up space. So I think I'll do that. And also like, yeah. So I think we'll do that. I'm still not loving this, but this is not like a renovation. This is just trying to rebuild it. And I don't actually remember anything about the kids other than the oldest was a an artist because he was an adult and nobody else was an adult. Everybody else was either a teen or a child. I think I had 3 teens, a child, and a young adult for my kids. But so we're just gonna do like generic, like yeah, we'll just do kind of generic bedrooms. It's like this is the purple bedroom. This is the other bedrooms, you know. Yeah. I wish there was a way to go back and like get that save file again. But The Sims 3 was really buggy, and so it was really hard to play the game just in general. And then periodically we had this glitch where you couldn't save, and then you wouldn't, when you went back in to the game, your save just wouldn't be there. So that was really sad, and many people became the unfortunate, or I guess many Sims became the unfortunate, with their unfortunate demise with that bug, or that glitch. All right, and then that is pretty much everything. I think I'll add a rug to this room. There's a lot of purple going on, but you know, that's a vibe. That's okay. All right, let's get another light. And I think lastly, I'm gonna get some like posters or something in here because it's a little bit bland. And I definitely put way more effort into my Sims now, than I did in the past. Like in the past, I would pretty much only do like generic rooms for my Sims and then just sort of like move on. You know, like I didn't really put a lot of time and effort, even though I was super dedicated to like each of the kids getting their own room and things like that. Oh, this poor kid doesn't get any windows. Oh, I didn't think about that too much. Is that legal? This would be classified as a bonus room, I think, but the kid can sleep in here. Poor guy. So I think these were the twins' rooms. So I'm not really sure anything about them other than for the time in their lives that we are sort of building for. I'm pretty sure one of them, I might put this bed. Oh God, why is it doing that? In this room, and then we'll have like a different bed in this room. But I'm pretty sure that these Sims had like, I could have honestly cared less if they died. I would have cried. Well, cried is probably an overstatement. I would have been very, very sad. But I don't think that I actually cared about them at all. So, I cared about one Sim, and that Sim was the oldest because he was an artist, and I was very enthralled with him. I thought he was really cool, and I wanted to be him because that was the best thing that you could be. Was cool. I was not cool. And that was made very clear to me growing up. And so I became very desperate to be liked. I think I'm gonna give this, I think I might make this sim into music. I think all of my Sims were into music when I played The Sims 3, but now that is not the case. The oldest, he, I think he, not whatever else. I think he liked, I think he played the bass. Either that or it was one of my other Sims in this house. Because ever after that happened with my Sims getting deleted, I like spent an eternity trying to recreate everything. Um, didn't work out very well, but I always do like this red, white, and blue color scheme. It's a vibe. I don't know if I really storage miscellaneous. What sort of do we not have like those kids? What are they called? It's from the kids' room stuff. Um, show all these guys. Wait, do these not come in red? Oh, they come in black and red. That's cool. I would have liked that. Okay. I think I did. Well, I don't even think. I know I did that recently, but honestly, it's fine. Hmm. I don't know. I'm sort of going for like generic boy room. Because this sim, I think both of these sims were boys. Um, I think I had all boys in this house. And this was before I knew about cheats or anything, so I wasn't like cheating for sims to have boys only. I think it just sort of happened that way, and I really wanted a little girl, and it didn't happen. Let's see. Clutter. Well, I suppose if we're gonna, it doesn't fit. Well, that's stupid. Okay. See, we can have like books in here. Okay, well, let me get. So this is what I have for the room. I think this is the most that I could probably fit in here. So we've got the bed, the dresser, lots of little bookshelves in the shelving here, some instruments, a little plant. I would have added more, but my younger self was not a clutter kind of person. So I think we're gonna move on to their siblings' room and we will get curtains to start. Um, and this sim is going to kind of have a similar vibe. But I think this sim might be, I feel like this sim probably could be into woodworking. I don't think that me as a child would use because my first thing was like, oh, we could do the candle making machine or candle making station, but like my younger self would have thought that was icky, and like kind of and like bad vibes, um, because it's candles, and me and candles, we don't mix very well, so there was that, and then I was like, oh, the gemology table, and I'm like, well, my younger self would have thought that was dangerous, so I was not very adventurous when I was little, and I'm thinking. I want those posters from Parenthood. Maybe we could do like a combination of posters. Maybe they're into like boy bands and void critters. I don't know. I would have thought these were cool because, um, solely because it was a lot of posters and it let me make it look like I put a lot of effort into something without actually having to put a lot of effort into it. Because there were some things where I just didn't like these poor kids probably did not have any life. They probably like woke up, did homework, like went to school, came home, did more homework. Like, what kind of life is that? Um, so I kind of feel bad for them because it's like you guys deserved better and you did not get it because you got deleted. I would have used that one probably. I guess they're like teens, so maybe this sim is in Scouts. Okay. I feel like that sort of fits the woodworking vibe. Um, then we can have some clutter. Let's see. Maybe like tissues on the bedside table. Yeah. I honestly would have probably just centered it. No, I'll give my younger self a little more credit. Okay. We'll do that. Let's see. I know I had bunk beds in one of the rooms, but I really don't know why, considering that they all had their own rooms. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna ignore that and keep going on about my life. Let's see here. I'm kind of liking I'm really liking these little pictures. They're from the book note kit and they sort of look like framed um what do you call them? Why does it look like that? Do you see how it's like not completely flat against the wall? Like, oh, why is it like leaning away from the wall? Like that doesn't make any sense. Like if anything, it should be leaning towards the wall. You know what? We're just not gonna. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna get like a cute little table and pretend that that's good enough. This one is kind of giving bench energy, so we might just get that. I'm gonna call it a day. Okay, bathroom. Bathroom would have been centered. And I definitely had like the way that I did bathrooms and they did not differ. So this is fun. Literally just going to be the same. Okay, so there is the bathroom. It looks exactly the same as the other one. And then this was going to be the oldest room, the oldest one's room. So we're going to do that. And these kids get nice rooms, unlike their sibling over here. Sure, what rug? We could do like this rug. It sort of is similar vibes. I feel like we need like a different shape though. And then this was the artist. So I really want to have a lot of like fun artsy things, but I also think that having another computer with this many Sims in the house would probably be beneficial for us. I don't know. I do not like this house. I think it's ugly, but I am having a really good time of being like, what would my younger self do? Where is that? This one. Okay. I'm like looking for it and I can't find it. Okay. There we go. All right. So this kid gets, well, he's not a kid. He's a young adult, but he's going to get a plant, maybe 2 plants. Like I said, I use the same plant in every single corner of the house. More often than not. So we get to use the same plant. And I don't remember anything about this kid other than the fact that he existed. So, this one actually, I think we had, because I remember we had twins. So I think one of the twins was a girl and the other one was a boy. But I think all of the other ones were boys. And I really wanted girls. But I did not get girls. And then I got my boy and I loved him to the bone. I was a little bit obsessed with him. I don't remember what his name was, but oh, sorry, that's a different plant. We can't use that plant. I mean, we can, but I think it went this kid, then the twins, then two more, but I don't actually know, so not gonna worry about it too much. Okay. And then this kid can be maybe this kid should, this guy can have a desk, but not a computer. And then maybe this one's a writer. I don't know, kind of a fun vibe. I would have thought this was super cool and I would have used it even though it does not fit. It kind of fits the vibes though. And I think this carpet is not matching the vibes either. I think I would have done like a darker thing. I had a concept in my brain at the time where your floors had to be dark and your walls had to be light. I don't really understand why I thought that, but I did. So here we are. And the walls are dark anyway, so I'm not really sure my thought process, but well, at the time, I know my thought process now. Maybe this one should have bookshelves too. We can move the dresser. We'll move the dresser in front of the window. That's not ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, and then for the same reason, I feel like this bookshelf I would have loved when I was younger. I still to this day love like this vibe. At some point I would love if they made like a very specific like dark academia inspired pack. So we're gonna have to see what this life and death expansion pack has for us, but not really. Oh, this sort of looks like a nightlight. You know how people always have like night lights for their kids like down at the floor, and it kind of looks like that. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Okay. I kind of like it. Oh. And then we might get a rug. Or not a rug, a chair. And I'm not really... Yeah. Because I feel like I'm struggling with recreating this house in The Sims 4 because the vibe of The Sims 3 and the vibe of The Sims 4 are so different. And like how like what I liked then, I still like now. It just is slightly different. So I'm not sure if I am liking this house very much, but you know what? It's okay. We practice gentleness around here. All right. And I'm looking at this super empty hall, and I might just put a bookshelf and call it done. Because this is probably how it would have looked when I was a child. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Next, we're going to come up here. First of all, this room needs windows. Second, I probably would have put all of my music stuff up here. So what I might do is move... Well, I'm not going to move the piano. I'll just get a second one. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just get a second piano. I know that seems a little bit excessive, but these people were rich, okay? So they can have whatever they want. And then I mostly used like hand-painted paintings. So there's not like how you can have your Sims paint. But they were all like, we don't really have like the large paintings in The Sims. like in the Sims 4, are smaller than the large paintings in the Sims 3. The large paintings in the Sims 3 were probably like this big. Like they were kind of big. I guess they were closer to this big, but they were still pretty big. And in The Sims 4, the large paintings are like this, you know? And that's like a completely different sort of vibe. I might put that up here. And then I always had like a circle rug under the piano and like and honestly, I feel like that's done. I might get another. I was obsessed with bookshelves when I was younger, in case you didn't notice. I'm still obsessed with bookshelves now. I just think that I don't put them all over the place, you know? And this was solely for the artist, but this room is really big. So I'm probably going to include a lot more in here. Yeah, I'm like, I think my younger self would have stayed away from a lot of the things that I tend to lean towards now. So like the robotic station or the gem cutting station, the fizzing station, you know, a lot of stations in this game. Probably would have put the gym up here. I'm pretty sure we had a basement too, but I don't remember anything about the basement, so we're not even gonna touch that. Plus we have space in this room, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, I probably would have had a rug. I probably would have had a lot of rugs, but I'm only gonna put one in this room. Yeah, and again, I was super about all of the like symmetrical stuff. So, having like things centered and having things all match was very, very important to me as when I was younger. And I think honestly for that room, I probably would have called it done. So let's come into the primary bedroom. And the primary bedroom, I'm pretty sure was a lot smaller. But for the sake of the build, I'm thinking I'm not gonna worry about it. And they had a canopy bed. It was like the best bed in the entire game in The Sims 3. So I'm thinking I might use this one. This one is my favorite bed in the whole game. I think it's stunning. I love this. I love the stained glass and yeah. I might build like an entire house dedicated to this bed. I feel like you kind of need to. All right, so let me show you around the whole master or the whole primary bedroom. So this is like the actual bedroom portion. We've got the bed, two dressers for either member of the couple, each person. And then we've got like a little sitting area. Through the door, we've got a very nice bathroom. I don't think I would have decorated it too much. I think I probably would have added a rug though. Let me find a rug. This guy. We would put that right there in front of that. And probably also like the exact same rug across the way. I found things that I liked and I stuck to them very, very dedicatedly. So this is the whole bathroom. We've got a very large toilet closet, walk-in shower, tub, sink, the whole thing. And then I think we saw the upstairs. So now let's come out. And I think what I'm going to do is do the landscaping and then kind of show you around. So I will see you in a minute. Okay, so this is what we have. I have not fixed trim. I just make it like a darker brown. And then add like something. So I feel like this is the Sims 3. I feel like this is screaming Sims 3 energy. Like especially the outside, the inside is me. My younger self vomited all over the inside. But the outside I feel like is pretty good. Um, so I am gonna put this on the gallery for you guys. I don't know why you would want this build, but if you do, if you want to renovate it, it will be available. Let's see, I'll just call it, okay, it's called Sims 3 House in Sims 4. Um, okay, it is, we'll call it 7 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. And it is available. So, let me know if I should renovate this. I feel like this has a lot of potential to be really cool. But yeah, so let me know if you think I should renovate this into like a good build, something I would build now. And on that note, I think I will end this video right here. If you liked this, if you would like and subscribe, that would really mean a lot. And I will see all of you next time. Bye.